I just was scrolling by on
But it's actually
X.
it was expected because you can't.
It should be expected. It should happen
at a time because
why can't he?
No, they can't. No.
Nigeria has it.
The pressure.
There's a World Cup. There's a World Cup, a very important qualifier ahead coming up. So
why will Finidi's own be different? Why will Finidi's case be different?
That's a different
scenario. We actually don't want to get things complicated at this point in time. And if you ask Finidi, I think he can trade that of what's his name? Go Chelsea.
Mudryk has just scored
a lovely
go.
Why are you singing?
I'm not singing a song, and that's
no. There's nothing you can tell us. The song is not tied to that goal. No, you're gonna have to say the whole house. You are or you're not. What think of sound like Mudryk?
I'm happy for the boy. Sorry for the man.
I think Mudryk is going to quote like 3 scriptures today after
I think a motivational quote.
Because the man is a motivational speaker, a pastor in one. Well, I think good for him, for his confidence. The man needs to score because, this Chelsea team, the man has had taken a lot of bullies and lots of criticism for his performance, in the Chelsea shirt since he came. But, when you get these goals and you know what this goal means.
Okay.
I remember when Jackson scored after that long goal, Man has been celebrating.
We have a caller on the line. Hi, good evening.
Good evening to you, the gentle one.
This is the real gift, all the way from the taproot.
Thank you very much. Always in the spirit, even though I know say they go spiritual church.
You know now.
Good evening to my August in the studio.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, August.
Thank you. Well, let me start this way. What is the statement from Rivers United comes out to tell you that Coach Stanley Guma has not been sacked? It will surprise you or it will shock you. Which one? The gentle one.
It no go surprise me or it no go shock me. Okay, if it shock me based on 1 or 2, you understand? But to surprise me, it will not. And that would mean there is a U-turn.
U-turn when I will drive the motor.
You understand?
I wonder. See, it's really unfortunate. It's when we talk about a professional football team, this is one of the downside of it in this side of the divide. The communication department is supposed to be very vibrant. But I don't blame Maiku Charles. You know why? Just like you argued earlier, there is an hierarchy. If he's not a member of the management team, not be waiting your guy tell you, say, go outside, go do it, go do. That doesn't mean, like, I think one of my guys in the studio was arguing that if you know, like, I'm making leave. Leave go where now? Yeah, you want to go job day. So for me, I don't blame him. I blame the management because don't forget that even as you're in that studio, there are certain things ordinarily as an individual, because you are presenting this program, you will not want to say on the program. Not because you don't know what to say, but because you know for. It's not a question of longevity or whatever. The truth is that if they want to depose the paramount ruler, they should come out and tell every time and document, okay, on account of 1, 2, 3, or only one, we are parting ways. All well and good. It's not the fact, after all, they say the job of whatever is to hire and fire.
Yeah.
It's their job and job. Is it not?
Yeah.
So, for me, I think my problem with this particular issue is the management of information concerning either its sack or its non-sack. As for their performance, every time now the Kubo knows that for me as a person, for the number of years Stanley Guma has stayed in Rivers United, okay, let's say from the days of Dolphin, to me, I think he has underachieved. That is my personal opinion. So when we talk about other coaches that have stayed long, sometimes it's not long how long you stay, how well you do, what are you bringing out from the time you have been there. Jose Mourinho, how many years did you not stay for coaching? We see the results. So for me, I believe that as far as it is not a permanent job, let me put it that way, it can be fired. Bottom line, so as long as it is good, they will get a job elsewhere, sometimes even a better job. As for Rivers Supers, hey, butterfly and bird get wings. They fly, is it not? But nobody tell butterfly So because he get wings, he go fly past bed for up. Definitely they cannot make the same distance. River Super should realize that nobody to win the first 3. Now we need to qualify for something bigger. We begin to see.
They are actually leading at the moment, 65-63, forced overtime. There's an incident where they have consulted they are having a review at the moment, but it's 2 points game. Rivers Hoopers leading.
Okay. It's a good thing, though. But yesterday, don't be offended, though. Yesterday match, how many points they take lose that match?
I think it was just about 2 points. I think 2 points.
A single point at that point came up. In fact, it's just the last dive, like we say, for those of us who they play all these things. The last dive, the last throw. So until your cheek is on the other side of the road, no one tell me say your foul don't cross road.
Abina.
I wish them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Real gift all the way from the tap route. So we do appreciate you for stopping by to contribute on the show. Keep the calls coming through 0817 000951 0810 9510 951. An incident that might result in a review again in the game between Rivers Hoopers and IPL of Rwanda. Many players went on for the ball. Will Perry had it, lost it, and he had John Winkin just to get it. Perry sent a pass from the floor to looking for, who was that? Was that Amayo? But the pass couldn't go through. So we're waiting to see what the referee has decided. So the referee decides that it's going to be a restart. So Rivers Hoopers with the advantage, and game restarted with Perry looking to take it from the 3-point arc, but he goes inside, and then here's a 3-point attempt, and he misses it. The rebound, defensive by APR. APR on the ascendancy at this point, leading the ball up court. If they get this one, then definitely you're looking at another tie between these sides. 1 second and a couple of split seconds remaining. Here's an opportunity for a 3-point shot. They decide to go into the paint, and they're about to make a shot. Infringement spotted. Defensive foul committed by Rivers Hoopers, with them leading by 3 points at the moment. So it is what it is at the moment. It's a very tight game between these sides. So from the free throw line, it's going to be APR with an attempt to level this one. We are into the fourth overtime. 1 minute and 6 seconds, I beg your pardon, left to be played, and Rivers Hoopers leading by 2 points. Can they hold on to it and see this off? We'll talk extensively about this game once it's completed by tomorrow on the marathon edition of today's Sports Life, where we discuss other sport. And of course, it's now a tie between both of them, 65-65. APL of Rwanda have just scored, so it's once again a tie with 58 seconds left on the fourth overtime of this particular encounter between the Nigerian champions and this team from Rwanda. A very cagey encounter. That's the word I've been looking for since 1880. Thank God it came in 2024. A very cagey encounter between Rivers Hoopers and APR of Rwanda. But Hoopers do have a chance to lead once again, either from the 3 points position or from inside the pens. They are in the perimeter at the moment, inside the pens, and attempts has been blocked. And the referee will give it in favor of Rivers Hoopers from the free throw line. 46 seconds left, and all the players are on their feet. Who is going to get this one? I mean, we'll have to look at that and say credit for that player who that guard rather, who went for a block. All right, so credit for him, for that player who went for a block and had it, but then again committing a defensive foul there, giving Rivers Hoopers the advantage to start the ball from within the rim. So Hoopers looking to extend their lead. They are the one in position of the ball at the moment, looking to dribble into the paint, and APR doing their best to keep them outside. A step back shot has been missed, and is the ball advantage APR, a defensive rebound, and just we keep you updated until the end of this one. 27 seconds on the clock. What can Rivers Hoopers do? Can they extend their lead, or would they lose it? 3-point shot attempt by APR of Rwanda, but that has been lost. Hoopers leading the ball up court. The PAL Sahara Conference, Rivers Hoopers against APR. They need just this win to qualify to the playoffs. Their last game will be against US Monastir, who looks to have bounced back. A 3-point shot missed by Rivers Hoopers. A defensive rebound missed again by Rivers Hoopers, and you could see the frustration from the players on the bench of Hoopers. And that was Peter Olisemeka going for that 3-point shot, and he was fouled within the perimeter. And so he went for a rebound, had the ball, but he was rather fouled. So that would be Peter Olisemeka going from the free throw line. But the coach that's talking about Rivers Hoopers coach has decided to call for a timeout to talk to his players, So it's not a timeout, it's actually the end of the first overtime. So first overtime ends and it's a tie between Rivers Hoopers and APR, a very cagey encounter between these two sides. So the UEFA Europa League final will have two Nigerian players, young chooks. It's going to have, what's his name? Victor Boniface and Ademola Lookman.
Yes, Nathan Teller.
Oh, Nathan Teller is there. Yeah, invited to the AFCON as well. So yeah, three Nigerians in the UEFA Europa League final. Isn't it a good time to talk about how Nigerian players have lived up to expectations in Europe? I mean, Victor Osimhen is there. Victor Boniface is there. Nathan Teller is there. Ademola Look. I mean, these guys are playing for top clubs now.
Yeah. I think
49 matches unbeaten for the very first time in the history of UEFA competition. And Victor Boniface is part of that team.
Great one for Nigerians player. I think Boniface, if I want any of the Nigerians to win, I think I will go for Boniface to win it because of a CAF award. You get why? Make you winner with the DFB Pokal, and let's get a Nigerian player who has won the treble, I think, for a very long time.
A mini treble.
Mini treble. Oh, they're not treble. So
but this one is mini. It's not the Champions League.
Oh, treble, not treble. So it depends on how. It not even depends again. I think we have seen an upward spiral of Nigerian players and the talents actually improving, and I think she actually reflect on our national team. That's my own problem, because we have a lot of talent. I always say this: we talk about the attacking trait of Nigerian football, and the Super Eagles. We have it bountiful of talent, and we should actually get clear-cut chances when it comes to the AFCON and every other competition that are hosted within the shores of the African continent. So I think it's a good one for Nigerian players. Ademola Lookman actually had a goal and assist against the Marseille team. Boniface has been in and around the corner, but has goals and assists. So they have been doing themselves great. Nathan Teller has been there just because of recent, and so that's a plus for himself. And I think the addition of Nikop will be a lot to their CV. And the problem is that it's going to be a poaching season for the Balaoda side. A lot of big clubs will come for their players, and I think they should actually use this time.
Boniface should also
use this time
pack his bags.
Yeah, I think they should use this time and go, because we are not sure that this season will continue to the next season, and it's more likely that if Bayer Leverkusen don't go to the market to refill their stock, and they're going to actually do the same what Napoli is actually doing now, and Napoli can't even actually cut it again, both at their home ground and away. So simple should be told. I want Boniface and Nathan Teller to win it, and let's the superb continuation of the unbeaten run continues to the end of the season. I think their pre-Pokal I just added it already on my own until they play the final. But for me, I think that was done because they're playing against a League 2, Bundesliga 2 side, and that's be a plus for them, because the pressure will not be much, and the way they have never die spirit, have actually seen that they always love to come back, so them losing a game is not actually a problem for them, because they have the ability to actually grind that result. So a good one for them, and I think kudos to both Boniface and every other person that's in the playing in Bayer Leverkusen side. Nice one from Xavi Alonso, man. But my concern is the CAF award should be or will be handed to, or not even handed over, because I think trophies actually.
Do you think any Nigerian will make a shout? Will have a shout for the CAF?
He's actually making a shout for the CAF.
Boniface already. Victor Boniface.
Boniface is already making a shout.
How many goals in that score?
He has the way figures in both goals and assists.
And it was three trophies. For Christ's sake, what else do you want for the player? That's a good shout already. So I actually want him to actually get a trophy on the continent, because if he has an Europa League, yeah, you say the mini treble, but a treble is a treble. Who's another African player that has a treble?
Rivers Hoopers on fire at the moment. It's the resumption of the second overtime, and Rivers Hoopers are leading. A 3-point shot by John Wilkins went straight into the box, and a 2-point attempt by AK, who seems to be the leading point scorer at the moment for Hoopers, went equally into the box. So it's now Hoopers 68-65 official score, but the 2 points scored by AK is yet to be recorded. Probably there's a reason for that, and maybe the referees will have to review that one. So it's yet to be recorded, and we could see the animation of the coach of Rivers Hoopers, Ogo Odaudu, asking questions. Why is that one not recorded? But the ball has been restarted. It's 3 points game. The 2 points not recorded. We're not told the reason why, but it's a 3-point attempt by APR. They've missed it. Rivers Hoopers with the advantage to extend the point even for the 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to be played in the second overtime. And at this point, whoever wins it will secure. So Rivers Hoopers will have to hold on to their own and make sure they seal this one. Another 3-point attempt missed, and it's going to be Hoopers with the offensive rebound. 2-point attempt missed, and the referee spots an infringement, but we're yet to confirm if it is in favor of Rivers Hoopers. Ogo Odaudu is quite animating so much on the touchline, asking questions, trying to spur and inspire his players to do more, because 2 minutes and some seconds left, you can just seal this one and make sure that you are in the playoffs. Seems the man was shouting about a defensive foul committed on Olisemeka, who had the ball on his side. So definitely from the free throw line, Olisemeka attempts, missed the first free throw. He will have to go again to see if he can extend the lead for Rivers Hoopers. We can equally see the coach of APL animated as well on the touchline. Olisemeka from the free throw line, the last attempt, he missed it. A rebound by Rivers Hoopers, and it's the buckets. It's the buckets, people. You could see how much Ogo Odaudu is gingering in the Nigerian parlance. 5 points game, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play. Rivers Hoopers 70, APR 65, and the APR are looking to cut down the deficit. They are attempting to go from the pens, an opportunity for a 3-point shot taken by APR, and that is in the bucket. It's the bucket again. It's quite interesting to see this overtime. So the deficit has been cut right now. Rivers Hoopers leading the ball up court, but that's not been updated since the ball didn't go in. But Rivers Hoopers inside the pens, opportunity for a 3-point shot taken, and it will be missed. 5 points game it is at the moment with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. So if they can hold on to this one, Hoopers might just seal it. Let's see if things will stay like this up until the game ends, as we have just a couple of seconds to wrap things up and make sure that Amaka Felix comes up here for the news updates at 6 p.m. Rivers Hoopers trying to see if they can seal this one. Now, you might not hear the voice of Young Chooks again or Benjamin Mina because we're wrapping things up here, but we will return tomorrow by 1 p.m. talking about other sports. We recently had the third edition of the Strata-based Senior Karate Championship held in Rivers State, Port Harcourt precisely. We'll have the organizers here to talk to us about karate development in the state and beyond, so you don't want to miss tomorrow. We'll also talk about Rivers Hoopers. Will they qualify? Will they not qualify? Let's see. It's a chance for APR to cut down the deficit even further. It's 2 points game as we speak at the moment, and it's still by Rivers Hoopers, and they are passing 1 minute and some seconds left. Rivers Hoopers will have to draw the offensive fouls at this point, and they're looking at doing that. Will Perry drive into the box, takes the shot, and 2 points game, people. It's now the bucket for Rivers Hoopers, 72, and that is 4 points game. We have 50-something seconds on the clock. A 3-point attempt by APR, and it's in the bucket. I mean, quite interesting what we are seeing between these two sides. 72-71. 1 point game. Rivers Hoopers with the ball at the moment, and they are on the ascendancy. They have to draw the fouls at this point. They have to hold on to this lead because any loss here will mean APR with the opportunity to win this one. Going into the bucket, attempts a shot, miss, and they've drawn a foul. They will have to hold on to this one. 34 seconds left on the clock, and APR are surprised, asking questions. How is that a foul? How is that a foul? The referee says it's an infringement. We are seeing the replay, and it was Rivers Hoopers with the ball going into the pens, attempt to dribble, attempt a step back shot that missed the bucket. Couple of replays we are seeing here. These 3 points could just be very important for APR. The last 3 points scored. So it's Calvin Amayo from the free throw line. Can he extend it for Rivers Hoopers? He missed the first free throw. Another opportunity to go into it. Unfortunately, we would like to be here and finish up and let you know what exactly happens if Rivers Hoopers qualifies. But unfortunately, we cannot do that, as it's now 2 points game. 73-71. 34 seconds left on the clock. Our coach has called for a timeout and definitely realized we have to end the show here and make way for the news updates at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, you will hear from us if Rivers Hoopers have qualified for the playoff or they haven't. Thank you very much for being there from the 1 o'clock hour up until this time. I have to thank my colleagues Benjamin Mina and Young Chuk Chikuzite who were here and are making way for Amaka Felix to come up here for the news update at 6 p.m. Good evening to you, and do have an even more successful day.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South Sound, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good evening. Here is a news update on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Amaka Felix. Generals of the Infantry Corps of the Nigerian Army have retired from active military service. Of the 29 retired infantry officers who pulled out of active service at the Jaji military cantonment in Kaduna State, 19 were major generals and 10 were brigadier generals. Among them is Major General Victor Ezugo, who spoke on behalf of the retirees, saying that the war serving officers and soldiers to be proactively way ahead of the enemies in all aspects of unfolding combat scenarios. He also urged their successors to not only operational and tactical achievements made, but also to surpass them. Chairman of the Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, River State Branch, Muhammad Abubakar, has shed light on the factors contributing to the high cost of beef in the market. Abubakar, in an exclusive interview with Today FM's Olawale Sanusi, pointed to the rising cost of diesel, unfavorable exchange rates, and the tipping of security personnel on the highways as key drivers of increase in beef prices. He also highlighted Nigeria's shortage of cows and the challenges of importing from other nearby countries due to exchange rates, with the cost of a single cow reaching 1 million naira. Abubakar also criticized community chiefs for failing to adequately restrain their youths from imposing multiple taxes on cattle breeders, as he voiced concerns about the burden of multiple taxation imposed by the federal and state governments, which he argued is detrimental to their business. In a recent turn of events, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has urged his supporters to uphold peace and abide by due process in the midst of escalating tensions in Rivers State. Wike gave the advice during an event held in Ogubolo local government area, where he clarified that he never encouraged anyone to idolize him. The call for peace comes in the wake of a deepening rift between Wike and Governor Simeon Fubara, which has intensified following an interim court order prohibiting Martin Amewule's faction of the Assembly from convening at the Assembly quarters. Speaking at the event, Wike emphasized the importance of respecting the rule of law and avoiding any action that could further excavate the current political situation. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory claimed that traditional rulers were not recognized in the state until he was elected as governor, receiving due recognition. We'll go on a short break now. After the break, more news and sports stories.
Every day, every hour, when the big
are, you can achieve it.
Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The exit of some commissioners, especially those loyal to the immediate past governor and now Minister of Federal Capital Territory, who were still under Governor Simeon Fubara's administration, appear to be a source of commendation for some stakeholders in the state. Chief Lord C. Mosu of Rivers Progressive Agenda, in his reaction to the current happenings in the state, said the issue of who is the father and leader of the state should not also be an issue of deliberation. Chief Morgo insisted that Governor Fubara remains the political leader and father of the state and urged him to be careful of those he described as political helots who he said are only looking for information to sell to their paymasters. He also used the opportunity to welcome the newly emerged Speaker of the River State House of Assembly, which he said will help provide more development and political stability in the face of the controversy. A traditional leader in Igbo Kingdom in Eche local government area of River State, High Chief Nkema Kolanwano, has congratulated the newly emerged Speaker